I don't know what to say.
By the way, well, maybe we should start the Dallas press conference, and I'll describe who I am. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Howard.
All right. This is kind of a bummer. I'd like to talk to the press, but...
We won't be able to talk to them?
Let me see, maybe...
Howard?
Yeah?
Hi, Howard.
Who's that?
All right, that's our board op, Russ. No. Okay,
Oh,
Howard,
dear.
it's Brian again.
Yeah, great. I'm really thrilled to be talking to you, Brian. Hello? Now, what about if I press that line down, Eli? Eli, tell me what I got to do to make this work.
Go around the telephone.
I'm telling you, there's a way to do it.
On satellite, doesn't it? Usually sounds like somebody's right in the studio, right?
All right, Eli, I got that up. I got echo. I got that. Go ahead. Now, it's echoing over in Dallas.
That's their
That's their problem?
that's what they're sending on the line.
Oh.
You think they're crummy engineers in Dallas? You think that they're idiots in Dallas and don't know what they're doing? Is that what you're trying to say? Go ahead, say it. All right, very good, Eli.
That's it?
Well, Eli, I hate to tell you, I can't do a press conference like that. Let me try it over the phone line. Hello? Can you guys hear me now? Hello?
Yeah.
You can't hear me?
Yes.
We can't hear you.
Just put the echo back on. We'll pretend we're doing oldies radio.
No, we're not going to do that. It's only when I'm talking. Why is it echoing there? Why don't you turn off all the speakers in the room? And put on headphones.
Maybe that's the problem.
I can't spend all day on this. We have many important bits to get there, Robin. I know there's a way to simply do it, but there's nobody in charge here who knows how to do it. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know, Howard. This is not a good day. No phones, no press conference.
Oh, I'm furious. It's just like, it's just a big joke around here.
Is it any better this way?
Yeah.
Or we'll just have to do it over the phone then.
Then everybody's going to come get on the phone?
You mean each guy is going to get on the phone with me individually, and they're not going to hear what I'm saying?
No, they can hear you.
And then each guy's going to get up and ask me a question over the phone?
Well, I figured you'd spend a few minutes with each of them if you wanted. It's not like there's 200.
No wonder you guys are in the bottom of the barrel in the ratings in the morning. You really do need help. You guys can't even get a press conference together.
How many people are there?
3.
Oh, dear.
There were 3 people at the press conference?
They all complained it was too early for them. They didn't want to get up.
Well, why didn't you tell me that? I would have made it later. There were
This
3...
is the business of communications, folks.
Gary, get in here. Let me ask you something. Do you speak with anybody, Gary? Gary, come in here. Do they call you? Do you talk to anyone? Do you tell me what's going on? Do you tell me there's only 3 people?
No, because I didn't know that. The last thing I spoke to Brian on Friday.
Yeah.
And I said, Howard wants the press conference changed from 9 to 8 because it does him no good to have it on the air at 9 o'clock. Your exact words.
Right.
And he said, all right, they were complaining about it, but I'll go for it. And that was the last I heard from him. He has my home number.
We
I'll let Brian
called-
my number if there was a problem.
We contacted 200 people from the press.
And only
3 are
three
here.
3 showed up.
Yeah.
What
The
did
big
you
Dal-
expect
the
at
big
9
Dallas
o'clock?
paper didn't even send anybody. He didn't want to get up out of bed.
Who wouldn't send anybody?
The big Dallas paper here.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't think it's big news that we're coming to Dallas.
No, he said he'd rather sleep.
Wow.
It's big news, but he'd rather sleep.
Media blackout.
Well, wait a minute. Let me ask, how many people would have been there an hour later?
I don't know. We had about 12 people who said they were definitely coming. And then when we changed the time, that's when...
That doesn't sound like a very big press conference. Well, what papers are there?
Well, we have the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, the Dallas Business Journal, and we also have a TV station that just showed up.
A TV station is there.
But they're not even set up here yet. We have a TV stand, but that's it. No camera.
What's wrong with Dallas?
Because, when I spoke to him on Friday...
Maybe they don't take the radio seriously down there.
Brian was really excited. He said, we contacted over 200 people.
Yeah.
And that was the last I left it. He didn't tell me that nobody called back.
No.
I don't know. In Cleveland, we had a lot of people at the press conference. We had hundreds of people. I don't know. I don't understand it. Maybe it's not a big deal, the radio in Dallas.
Well, I know it's a big deal to the other stations in town.
Why? What are they doing?
Oh, they love it. They love it. Well, you heard about the guys over on Q102?
What are they doing?
Doing your lesbian dial date. As soon as they heard you were on, boom. Also, they're running the MTV commercial on their station.
Yeah.
They edited your name out.
Yeah, they can't deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
well...
they're pretty scared. Those are the same guys who sent around a tape, scoped air check, just of your really raunchy stuff.
Yeah, you know what they did? They took my raunchiest stuff, they took it out of context, and they brought it around to all the advertisers. That's our competition. That's how do you see what they do? This is their first mistake. They sit and they worry about me all day. They don't worry about what they're doing. They worry about me. Well, I hope the sponsors are smart enough to realize that if I cause that much terror in the face of all these other radio guys, that perhaps there's something going on here that's going to attract a big audience. Let me tell you about advertisers. You know what advertisers care about? Advertisers care about one thing, getting people into their stores and buying their product.
And that's all they're supposed to care about.
Because we're in a pretty sour economy right now. And quite frankly, I hope it's somewhat interesting to them that all the radio stations are crapping in their pants and are busy running around with tapes of me.
You haven't even gotten there.
No. And if I'm so bad, why are they busy doing all my bits? Why are they doing all my material if I'm such a horror scene?
Well, the funny thing is, they're not even one of the top morning shows.
Well, they suck. I don't care who the top morning. Let me address the press, all three of them.
Okay, who do you want to talk to first? Steve Smith from the...
You got to do it one at a time.
No, I'm going to address the press in general.
I still don't understand, but...
What? What don't you understand?
Can they hear?
No, they really can't hear you. That's the problem.
That's what I thought.
Why can't they hear me? Can't you put them all on... There's only three guys. Can't you put them on extensions?
Three standing around one telephone.
Why don't you put them all on one extension, on different extension phones?
The way to do that... we'd have
Don't tell me what your problem is. Put them in extension phones.
There aren't. This is the studio phone. So we'd have to call you back on another line.
Don't you have a speakerphone?
It won't work. We'll have that echo again.
Don't you have three pairs of headphones? Do you have three pairs of headphones? Listen to me. Listen to me. Brian.
We have a delay.
Brian, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Do you have three pairs of headphones?
Yes.
Stick it on their heads and let them hear. Brian, were you using your head?
I'm trying to get this handled here.
Oh, dear. Are you sure that this is going to go out on the air? I'm not so sure we're on the air.
You sure we're
yet.
broadcasting to Dallas this morning?
Believe me, we are. We've already gotten the complaints to back that up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're coming in
the
fast.
The phones have been ringing.
Oh, it's a shame we can't take phones.
It's a shame we can't pick them up.
Hey, we got that part right. The 800 line was done right on this end.
Yeah, well, the heads are going to roll around here. I am furious.
Well, and you know the funny thing about it is, the engineers are nowhere to be found in the room with me to help me out here.
Well, you got some operation over there. I'll tell you.
Sounds like ours.
Yeah, it sounds like our stupid station. All right, Brian, I will now address the press one at a time.
Okay.
Oh, how can I address them one at a time? Get them on the phone and let me ask them a question.
Right.
You know what? Here, tell you what, Brian. Let me take a break. You get 3 extension phones or 3 pairs of headphones, and then I'll talk to the press. How's that?
Sounds good.
Does that
There's
sound good?
only one other way to do it.
What's that?
To send them into another room to listen to the radio.
Hey, we can always fly them into New York.
Yeah, why don't you just get them on a plane and fly them here since there's only 3 of them? All right, just you get it together during the commercials, all right? All right. Oh, man.
This is the worst mess we've ever had.
This is the worst press conference. 3 people.
We've never had such a low turnout of press.
Well, it's because it's 7 o'clock in the morning there. Talk about nobody caring.
Thought we were a big deal.
Yeah. Well, that certainly gets your ego back in the back in check.
But I knew you weren't going to be able to address them. I had the feeling that he was standing there with a phone in his hand.
Yeah, I want to address the press, and I want in the press conference, I want you to describe who you are. Frank can describe who he is. Jackie can so the people of Dallas know who we are.
Right.
And then we can announce the Lee Harvey Oswald lookalike contest. When we become number 1, the big parade we're going to have through Dallas, where we're going to have an open limousine.
Tell them everything they can expect.
Yeah, we're going to have an open limousine. And we're going to do the same parade route that Kennedy took. And you'll be my Jackie Kennedy.
Oh, boy.
And then we're going to go over to the book depository building and run up and down the stairs and have a stair running contest. And we're going to have a big party. We're going to do the broadcast.
Stair running contest
Yeah.
at the book depository.
Yeah, see if we can do it faster, clock in faster than Lee Harvey Oswald. Then we're going to have a brain-catching contest.
I don't know how that works.
You'll see. I got it all figured out. We'll be back right after these words.